And welcome back to another edition of Texas Weather Live. I'm meteorologist Julia. 5 National Weather Service just issued that severe thunderstorm watch for our northernmost counties. That goes until 10 o'clock this evening. That does include Fannin, Grayson, Montague, Cook, and Lamar counties. You can also see that includes the southern central portion and eastern portions of Oklahoma. We'll likely see that extended a little bit farther south within the few hours. Already starting to see some activity on radar. We're dry right now in the Metroplex, but starting to see some cells bubble up off to our northwest. Some light showers right now in Decatur. Also in Jack County, we've got some light to moderate rain that's tracking in that southern portion of the county. A little bit heavier rain just south of that in Palo Pinto County. Starting to see some heavier cells develop, especially in the western portion of Palo Pinto County. And again, that's our northwest counties that are starting to see that activity. Got our first severe thunderstorm warning issued just north of Cook County. That's going to be in Oklahoma. Severe thunderstorm warning currently in effect in that area. Now, rain chances are going to continue to go up as we head into the next few hours. So the afternoon and evening, those first storms are going to develop off to our northwest. Already starting to see some of that activity. But then through the overnight, that's when it's become more widespread across North Texas. And that's where we're going to have that wind and hail threat through the overnight. Right now, the atmosphere is getting very unstable, very hot outside. Feels like summer. Temperatures currently at 94 degrees. Add in that humidity. It feels like 103 when you step out the door. Breezy ahead of that cold front. Winds today are going to be anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour. Stephenville hot right now, 97 degrees. We're at 95 at Texas Motor Speedway. 94 degrees currently in Dallas, 95 in Cedar Creek. Aside from some of our northwest counties, most of us just dealing with a mix of sun and clouds when you step out the door. But like I said, it's that feels like temperature that's the kicker. Most of us feeling like the triple digits when you step outside right now. Feels like 102 in Dallas, 103 in Fort Worth, 104 right now in Denton, feeling like 103 down in Hillsboro, 104 is that feels like temperature in Corsicana. Looks like 107 down in Comanche. Feels like 105 degrees in Mineral Wells. Through the overnight, that's when that storm chance starts to go up. Temperatures will drop into the low 70s. We do have that severe risk. Most of us are going to be under that level 1 out of 5 threat, but we do have that level 2 out of 5 threat, especially off to our northeast. So I think we're going to be mainly dry in the Metroplex until we head later on into the evening. Already starting to see that activity bubble up off in our northwest counties, but I think that main line is going to start holding off until later evening hours. It's going to track through the Metroplex as we head into around at 10 through midnight. That's when we're going to see gusty winds. Could see some hail and very heavy rain, and then that's going to continue to track through the Metroplex and southward through the overnight. So likely going to hear lots of thunder through the overnight, and there's going to be 2 rounds that are going to track through. So that's the first round through the overnight. Then just in time for your morning commute, more heavy rain is expected. So start planning now. If you're heading out to work or to school tomorrow morning, plan for that extra travel time. Also use extra caution. We'll likely see ponding on the roadways early tomorrow morning as another band is going to be moving through with heavy rain expected. And that's going to continue through around lunchtime. I think by the afternoon hours, most of that rain will have cleared out. Just going to be dealing with a lingering shower and mostly cloudy skies. And then we're going to start to dry out as we head towards the end of the week. Again, we do have a threat for strong to severe storms as we head into the overnight. Most of us in North Texas are going to be under that level 1 out of 5 threat. This is the area we'll be keeping an eye on, that level 2 out of 5 threat off to our northeast along the Red River. So the areas of concern along the Red River does have a very low tornado threat, but we will be keeping an eye on it. It is not 0. Again, that threat is mainly off to the northeast. The rest of us, that concern will be gusty winds up to 65 miles per hour, up to ping pong sized hail. And when that second round of rain is expected to move through early tomorrow morning, it's going to be heavy, so could see some flooding on the roadways. So again, that will be that concern because a lot of people will be out there on the roadways heading to work tomorrow morning. That threat is going to move off to the southeast as we head into your Wednesday. Like I said, I think we'll mainly be rain free as we head into the afternoon, just dealing with some lingering showers and through the afternoon. So let's go through the timing one more time. Through the afternoon and evening, northwest counties is when we're going to start to see that activity bubble up. And then through the overnight, that's when we have that risk for some strong to severe storms. Then that second round is going to be moving through early Wednesday morning, mainly just going to be heavy rain, so flooding will be that primary threat. And then Wednesday afternoon, most of that rain is going to be south of us, just a lingering shower. Then we're going to be drying out by the time we get to Thursday, and we just get to enjoy that cool down with all that rain ahead of that cold front. So temperatures tomorrow below average, 81 degrees. We're going to stay in the mid 80s through the end of the week. 84 degrees for your Thursday. We'll be at 86 for your Friday. Right near normal temperatures as we head into the weekend. 88 for your Saturday. 87 degrees will be that forecasted high for your Sunday. And we are looking forward to that cool down because it has been a toasty month for DFW. Looking at our tally, we've had 14 days with above average temperatures. We've been on that streak of almost 2 weeks of 90-degree temperatures. We started off with a little bit of that false fall with a few days below or near average temperatures, but it has been hot, feeling like summer for the past week and a half or so with temperatures in the 90s. And looking towards next week, we are tracking slightly warmer temperatures, but again, right near those upper 80s. Quick update on the tropics right now. We still have Category 4 Hurricane Gabrielle right now out in the open Atlantic with current sustained winds at 130 miles per hour. That's moving east-northeast at 20 miles per hour. It is expected to continue to weaken as it heads in that eastern direction. Still going to be a hurricane as we head into midweek. But we are tracking 2 disturbances right now. We'll likely have a tropical storm by the end of the day or tomorrow coming off the African coast. We have this disturbance that has a 90% chance to be the next named storm. And then just to the west of that, another disturbance that we'll be keeping an eye on that could be affecting portions of Cuba and Puerto Rico now has a 60% chance to be the next named storm. Taking a look at that 7-day forecast, it's breezy and humid and hot when you step out the door. Already starting to see activity off to our northwest with some of those isolated cells that have developed. Rain is going to continue through the overnight early into your Wednesday. So again, be prepared for that wet commute tomorrow morning. Prepare for extra travel and use extra caution. But take a look at those temperatures. Tomorrow's high, 81 degrees, and we're going to be staying in the 80s through the end of the week and into the weekend, forecasting those highs in the upper 80s as we start off next week with dry conditions as we head into the next week.